What's up everybody, welcome to the life of a board gamer. My name is Daniel, and in this gameplay series that I arbitrarily decided it will go for 5 different sessions, we are going to play a game called Planet Unknown. It is a tile laying game where there's a lot of things going on, but it's pretty simple, it's pretty straightforward, it's easy game to teach, it is easy game to play, and it has so much different options that if I decided to play 10 games of this game, I would then maybe be able to show you most of the content. So be aware that just watching these 5 games that I will be playing, you'll see like half of what's there in the box. So it goes up to 6 players, but we are going to play this one solo. So there are a few differences. I will not go into explanation how the multiplayer works, but basically it is the same game. Most different thing is that you can spin this lazy Susan thing. You can spin it only by one of these banks. So usually you can spin it anywhere you want, but when you are playing solo you have to go one by one by one by one. So that's the difference is there are some private goals that we can do. There are some cards with abilities that we can acquire throughout the game. This is here because I only need these patches and these things over here, meteorites, but I didn't want to pull them out, so I just take everything in here. And we have this event deck that is optional for the multiplayer, and it is mandatory for single player games. So each turn something will happen, and this will also determine what is our score for the game. So which score we need to achieve to consider ourselves a winner for this solo game. So yeah, with every game you will get one planet and one corporation. On the other side of every of these is the same planet and the same like standard corporation. That is if you want to play like a standard game for your first game, but once you get to know the game and how it works, then you can flip the other side and use combinations. So these come separately, so you can combine any of these with any of planets. Each of the planets has its own special ability. Each of these boards have their own special ability. So for the first game I will teach you a little bit how the game plays before we start, but every other game we are going to just explain how these planets and corporations work, and that is that. Then we are going to go dive into play. So basically on your turn, as you can see, we have a little arrow over here. It is just showing that we can pick from only these 2 tiles. So I can either take this tile or I can take this tile, not both of course. And then I must put it on the board. First tile must go on somewhere on the edge, and every other tile needs to go adjacent to it, unless we unlock some abilities that help us not do that, stuff like that. There's also these life pods, because the story of the game is that the Earth is practically in ruins and we need to find new planets to inhabit, and these life pods will be landing on different planets, and we are going to try and collect these because they are worth point to us. But with this corporation they do some other stuff also. And we usually start with 2 rovers, but we only now have 1 for this corporation, and the rover starts nowhere on the board unless it is, yeah, I'm just checking, yeah, it starts over here, unless when I move this track up, then he will show up and he will drive on the board and collect these things and meteorites, because meteorites are bad thing. We don't want to leave meteorites, because then we can't score different areas on the board. And as you can see, this planet, okay, so basically yeah, that's the main stuff for the game. When you play these tiles on the board, depending which color they have on, you will move these trackers up and you will unlock different things while you do that. So if I say, for example, put this one over here and I put it like so it starts on the edge, I will move the green, which is biomass. I will move biomass by 1, and I will move civilization by 1. And that is that. That's all I do. Then I spin this in the next of these things. Wait just a second. It looks like something is blocking it. No, it's okay. So yeah, then I will move to this and I will decide, do I want to play this one or this one, and then I will go around the circles, and the game ends until I completely fill the planet, or until I empty both from the same area, both of these things from the same area if I empty out, or if there is no any other way for me to put the next tile on the planet itself, I will take it, I will move the trackers and everything, but I will not place it on the planet. actually, because it can't hang over the planets, obviously. And once I do that, the game ends, I will score the points, and that is that. So in a normal game, there is nothing going on the planet. These are fairly easy to explain and everything, but since we are playing let me just move this back over here. Since we are playing this like a solo game, and I decided I want to show you all kinds of different combinations that can happen with this game, I decided to play with different corporations and everything. So let me explain you how this planet works. So if you see, there are some green areas. This is like a toxic cloud thing going on, and my rover, he can move on the planet or over the tiles. It's completely fair, all of those. He can move over waters and everything, but he can't move over these green tiles. So I can't, if I come over here, I'm stuck. I can't get through here unless I go around, maybe pick up this pod and then drive like this. Or if I cover these things with a tile, then I can move over the tiles. I'm free to move. So yeah, and that's the planet ability. And my corporation, today we are playing JUMPDRIVE. The planet is called AAX, however it is pronounced. And we are playing with JUMPDRIVE Corporation. JUMPDRIVE Corporation is special in a way that when you save these life pods, you can either put them here to score you 1 victory point at the end of the game, or you can put them in any of these areas once to unlock some special abilities. Usually these special abilities are unlocked by a tech track, but over here tech track, actually I don't want to play lots of tech, because then I would have to advance this, and if I advance it too far I will actually lose points. That's the specialty of this one. The red one of course is used to move rover. At first rover just shows up, and on every subsequent step it moves more and more, 1 spaces, 2 spaces, then 3 spaces when you are near the end. Biomass, just move biomass up, and once when you hit the specific spaces you will get these 1 point biomass tokens, and you must immediately put them on the board anywhere to like patch some holes so you can score points. We have a water area. Water is special in a way that if it will only move this tracker up if you put a water tile, for example this one, and it must touch a water area. So let's say if I put it like this, or maybe like this, it doesn't matter if I cover more than one. I just need to put water on water to be able to activate the water tracker. And of course I can get some different, I get some points, I get some different stuff. And the sieve cube, when you move this cube up, you will reach spaces 1, 2, 3, and 4, which means I will take these cards, pick one to play, and just leave the rest. In a solo game, you only get 2 of these, 2 of these, 2 of these, and 2 of these, so 2 of each level, because it is how many players plus 1. So since we are playing solo, that's only 2 cards. So I will take those 2 cards, pick one to score immediately or gain some benefit, stuff like that, and then I will just discard the other. And at the end of each turn, no, we are going to explain the event deck last. So we have private goals that we need to reach. So first private goal, I mean we need to reach. We have 4 of them, but we are going to choose, and I'm going to choose now which one, because I now know everything. So this one, you get 4 and then you get to choose 3 of these. So this one says create a 3x3 area of sieve terrain. So of these like black terrain tiles, it has to be like 3x3 area. So 9 cubes like on one space. And I kind of like that one, but we'll see which one we'll discard. Advance the biomass resource track to the maximum. So play biomasses like crazy and advance them all the way to the max. Sounds reasonable. Especially if we use it with this one. Create a 2x5 area, so it's 2x5 area of biomass terrain. That sounds very interesting. And this one is 3x3 of energy terrain. Energy is this brown thing, and since energy doesn't have its own cube, you're probably asking yourself why is that? It's because when you put an energy on the board, you will then move anything else that it touches. So if I say, for example, have something like this going on, and then I put energy like this, now my energy brown area touches only green, it has to be orthogonally adjacent, of course, and blue. So I can either decide to push biomass or push water. And if I did something maybe like this, then I cover also civilization, biomass, and water. Then I can decide either one of those. And yeah, that is that. Now we need to eliminate one of these. And I really love this sieve track, so I'm gonna eliminate energy. I'm just gonna move it aside. I will not play with that. So our 3 goals are: we need biomass patch 2 × 5. We need create a 3x3 area of sieve terrain, and we need to advance biomass all the way up. So we are going to heavily invest in green and black areas, I presume, and see how it goes. Event deck is comprised of 20 cards, and you can decide, and that way you can change the difficulty of this game. You can decide if you want to how much of you need to put 20 cards in here, and you need to decide if you want to put more greens, oranges, and reds, however many points you want. And there's a table in the rulebook that will tell you how much you go in a plus or a minus with points that you need to score for the game. And I decided to use 10 of the greens, which are usually super good, 10 of the oranges, which are like so-so, and the reds are pretty awful. So I decided to go 10, 5, 5, because that way, if I'm not mistaken, I got -7. Oh no, I'm sorry. I got a 6 + 6 from the green cards because I got 10 of them, and because I got 5, 5 from other 2 colors, I get -5 and -1, which is -6, and +6 is 0. So yeah, basically I need to score 60 medals to consider myself successful in these missions, and I will play that type of deck. Oh, I have some alarm ringing. And I will play that type of deck each game, so I will not switch it up. It will always be 10, 5, 5. I will just shuffle these cards and create it randomly for each game, so other stuff may show up. I will not play with the same exact deck, because then I would like kind of know what will show up and stuff like that. I just need to check each round once the space station has stopped all rotation immediately. Okay, so before we start, before I pick the tile, I have to play an event deck. That's what I wanted to check out. But before that, we need to spin this randomly, so, and see where it will land. Okay, it landed on this one. Okay, so this will be our starting point, and from now on we are just going to go 1 by 1 by 1 space, and we are going to start the game itself. Yes, but before we start the game, I want to tell you that all of these videos, this is just the first one, all of the other 4 videos you can check out on my Patreon. I will eventually release them in the wild. They will show up on a channel eventually, but you can go and check out my Patreon, and if you support me that way, you can see these videos in advance. And we have some tiles flying off the rack. So yeah, please do consider subscribing, of course you are considering subscribing, but do consider supporting me on Patreon, because that way you can see all these videos in advance and help this channel grow a little bit, because anything I earn over there I just pour back into the channel, into better equipment, better cameras, better sound, everything to look better for you. So yeah, without further ado, let's start. So first thing first, we need to check out the event deck, and the first one is a green one. It says advance rover or water tracker. Can the rovers run over water? It says. Yeah, so we are going to start with the rover, and I know what tiles I'm going to put. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something really crazy, and I'm going to put my rover over here, for example. Yes, like that. Okay, and I collect one of these. Now I can put it and use it for 1 point at the end of the game, or I can unlock permanently any of these abilities I want, and they are as follows. I need to go through them because just to familiarize you with what are my options. So if I use this one, it says gain a synergy boost instead of a biomass patch once per round. So once per round I can gain a synergy boost instead of biomass patch. So if I gain a biomass patch, I can maybe if I gain 2 in the round, which is super rare, I can still just take, I can use one boost. Boost means that I can move any other track I want, or instead of taking these biomass tokens. So that's pretty interesting. But this one says teleport a rover to a tile of the same terrain. One movement costs 1 per round. Yeah, I want to do that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open this one definitely, but the others that I have are advance the tracker twice when using a synergy boost, once per round you can do that, which doesn't sound bad at all. Maybe I'll go for that one first. I think I rushed into decisions. So I may treat a tech resource as energy during tile placement. So this tech resource, I can think of it as that brown energy thing and activate any other stuff, which is absolutely awesome because I really don't want to move this past 5. Interesting. All of these are really good. Choose a tracker and claim all benefits on its row. So on the row, but there is no... Okay, so this is like a late game thing. Draw 3 objectives and keep one that all players compete for once per game. Okay, or just me because I play solo game. But yeah, I thought about teleporting a rover, but I can advance the trace. Okay, I'll go for this synergy boost thing because there's lots of these synergy spaces at the start of the game. I think that's a good decision. Synergy basically means, and I move this one over here because I advanced the rover on a rover 1 space, which means I put a rover on the board and I can put it anywhere, so I decided to put it over here. Synergy means I can boost any other space, and when I use a synergy to boost something, I can use it in extra space, which is awesome. I can then boost these things like all the way up. Okay, next thing, we need to place a tile, and I'm going to take this one that has a tech and it can move rover 1 space, and I'm gonna put it like this and move rover 1 space over here. And I will also move, why I moved 1 space, because once I move this tracker for the rover, it gives me a 1 movement for the rover, and then the tech I will move over here and hope I don't take any more of these. And yeah, that is that basically. That's turn 1. Let's go for the next turn. So we go over here and we draw an event deck. I just need to check this one out. Wait a second. So each round, once the space station has stopped all rotation, immediately draw the next event card. Play the round per normal, plan additional new conditional, last card event deck triggers the last round again. Okay, so yeah, when you are playing solo, this also triggers the last game round, so we have to be aware of that. Okay, so before we pick a tile, we need to check a card. Oh, another green one, yes, which means there's going to be lots of red ones at the end. So yeah, this one says advanced tech or water tracker. So I can either advance tech, which I really don't want to because then I will lose points. Water tracker. I'll just move water tracker 1 space, and that is that. I need to pick a tile, and I will take a tile that looks like this. We need to start thinking about those biomass patches, these 2 special condition, victory condition things. So what I'm going to do is, you can of course freely flip it however you want, because it's always the same. If these 2 are black, they will be black on the other side, and green of course. So you can flip it, rotate it however you want. So I'm gonna put it like this, which is not good because I want this green biome. Yeah, if I maybe put it like this. Of course, if I build over the rover, or if I build over these modules, they are automatically discarded. So you really don't want to do that. You really don't want to discard those things. You really want to pick them up, because you see I can unlock all kinds of different things. So yeah, 3 by 3 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, I have to have 5 by 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this thing over here actually works pretty well for me, and I can work around this area over here and maybe do something that way. Oh boy, this is going to be a tough one, but yeah, we are going to play this one. So we move the green one, we move the black cube one space up, and then we rotate the thing, and we take another event deck. Ooh, the red one, which means we are in a bad area. Do not gain milestone benefits when advancing your tracks. Okay, so what that means is if we advance, let's say for example the green one this turn, we will not gain the synergy boost, or we will not gain the movement for the... Okay, so basically the black and the blue are only cubes that we can now advance without losing anything. And there is nothing here that is black and blue. There's this one, so we get to lose one movement for the rover, which it's not ideal by far. It is not ideal, but it's the best we can do. Yeah, but maybe this one. No, I can't do this one because I have a synergy boost which I really need. So maybe we can build the greens in this way and then the black over here, which means I can play this one over here in a way of sorts somehow. Let's say for example like this, which is awful placement. But if I play it like this, this looks good. This looks good. So we move this one, but we don't get anything, and we get to move the water, but we also get just 1 point at the end of the game, which is absolutely okay. And we have a first meteorite. So we take this guy and we put it on the meteorite space, and now we have to pick it up by the end of the game, otherwise we can't score this line or this line if we fully cover it, that is. So we have to think about all of that. And yeah, let's go to the next one and see. Event deck says advanced rover or biomass tracker. So if we move biomass tracker, that means that we can move any other tracker twice, which means we can gain 4 movements with rover. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That will be, oh, that will be so cool. And there's no rovers over here, which is most unfortunate, but it is what it is. So, but this tile I really like. It will fit here perfectly if I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what will we do? Shall we advance the rover track or biomass track? This one will give us movement on biomass. Yeah, I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to move a rover track 1 space up, which means I get 2 movements. So that's a 1, 2 for the rover, and then I will take this tile and play it somehow that it benefits me the best way possible. Oh, if I could only overlap it like this, it would be awesome, but I can't. But I can do this thing. That's not 3 by 3, which means we need to like do something. Yeah, this is the best position. I know it looks weird, it looks almost stupid, but trust me, this is a good way to go. So we move the civilization track 1 space, and we move biomass 1 space, which gives us synergy boost. And since we have this ability, it says advance the tracker twice when using a synergy boost, and we will advance rover twice, which means we get 4 movement points, and that is 1, 2, we pick this up 3, and then we go over here 4. So now we can build over here our biomass thingies, whatever. So next thing we can do is teleport rover, or we gain a synergy boost instead of biomass patch. And when we gain a synergy boost, we can advance trackers twice. So these complement well with each other, which is awesome. And choose a tracker and claim all benefits in its row once per game. So this one is, if I use it right now, that is that. But this will be a awesome. Ooh, you know what? I'm going to use this one over here. And how am I going to use it? It's none of your business. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to go for this one. It says choose a tracker and claim all benefits in its row once per game, which will allow me to get these cards, both of them. So I gain this one, which means I gain 2 rover movement, and I will just move rover 2 spaces over here. And the next one says so this one I get this patch of biomass that I need to put immediately down, and of course I have a place for it over here. And then I get sieve cards level 2 that I can take one of these, and once this cube hits this space I will get the other one. So I need to see what these give me. So I can claim a commerce agreement cards to score medals. So I need to find commerce agreement cards. This is not really useful that much, but yeah, whatever. We can't now untake it. So yeah, but I'm going to take this one medal. So this will give me just 1 point, and then I will just claim this one once I hit the space. So yeah, that was a bummer. Of course, I forgot to show you, there's like a bunch more of these cards, and I think I will use... No, I will just shuffle them and see how I will do that. So yeah, we did that. We moved biomass, we moved... Did we move this guy? When we moved tracker, so I have 2 blocks. Yeah, 1, 2. We did everything correctly. We get all of these points, everything. So yeah, that is that. We need to take a tile, or did we take a tile? Yeah, we did take a tile. So next turn happens, we move on to this thing over here, and event deck says orange alert. Rovers cannot move onto tech terrain this round. So this round we can't move our rovers on a tech terrain. Tech terrain are these gray terrains over here, which is no problem. This is like not a big thing, but I really want to take this one because it will give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different patches. Or maybe if I do it like this, for example, I also get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need only 5, but I think I will not be able to plug this hole over here, so I'm just playing some reserve, you know, to score this thing over here. And this way I get to kind of start building this 3x3 area of sieve things going on. But yeah, I need to move civilization 1 space, and I need to move green 1 space, which gives me 1 biomass that I must use immediately. And I will, because I see what's coming up next. So I will immediately use it over here like this. And then I get to pick one of these 2 cards. So let's see what we have. We claim a meteorite repo cards to improve meteorite scoring. So yeah, like that one with the scoring, or claim commerce agreement cards. Ooh, another commerce agreement, and I know I will get commerce agreement over here, so I will just take this one, and we will get some nice points at the end of the game for those. Okay, we did that, we did everything. So next thing, we rotate this one 1 space, and the event deck shows up, and it says advanced sieve or tech tracker. Since I don't want to move the tech tracker up more than I need to, I will move the sieve tracker 1 space up, and then I need to take a tile. And I just really want to take this one. Why? Because that way, if I put it like so, I get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 2 spaces. So that one is complete. But I don't have to do that because I see what's coming up next. So maybe I should use this one to complete my 3 by 3. There's also this one coming that's ideal for me. I see what's coming up, you know, so I can like choose and decide how I want to play this. Oh man, and I need to follow with the adjacency rule and everything. So what if I do it like this, for example? If I put it like so, then Then this number 2 comes, and then that thing over there comes, which I can't obviously place like I want to. But oh man, I see some stuff that are coming and I really want, oh come on, how can I do that? You know what, I'm going to play it like I first wanted to play it, like this. So I move sieve track 1 space, I move biomass 1 space. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. No, I already moved sieve track 1 space. Haven't I? Just a second. 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. So it starts here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces, right? Or I had it like moved it from this sieve or tech track. Yeah. I decided to move a sieve track from the cards. Okay, so this is the correct. I believe so. Okay, so yeah, we played that one. Let's go to the next one. Oh man, I hope it will be done. I will be able to do it. Okay, this one says rovers cannot move onto rover terrain this round. So we can't move rovers onto green terrains, which is fine by me. Right now I have nothing to say against that. And yeah, just to clarify, because these look like they are working in my favor, these are all randomly placed back in the box, so I don't know in which order they will show up. So I know this looks like I set up things, but I promise you I did not do such thing. I'm not going to go down that low to do something like that. But this one, if I put it like so, then I haven't messed up with anything, and I can still go either this way or this way to get this 3 thing going on. So, or wait a second, if this goes over here like this, then I only need 2 of these over here, and the next tile I will get will go over here, and then this one will go. I think it's doable if I do it like this. I think I can do stuff if I do it like this. So the black one goes up here and the green one goes, and I claim this card level 2, which just says it is this this commerce agreement card, and now I got 2 of them, which is awesome. And yeah, I think we are on a good track. I think we are going to be able to do things. And we move this one over here. Come on, be a good event, don't mess up with me now. Advanced biomass or sieve tracker. So we can either move sieve or biomass, and I really want to move biomass 1 space up and gain 1 biomass token, because that way I can plug this hole and then I can score those points near the end of the game. At least I hope I will. And then I take a tile, and if I put that tile over here, I think I messed up. Yeah, I really messed it up, because this one, I know it's coming next, and I'm thinking of putting him here, like to the bum, and then, oh yeah, I didn't mess up. I can do it like this. I can do it like this and put a meteorite, of course, that I will eventually pick up, at least I hope so. And we put that one on the board, and we need to move biomass and civilization again. Have I already moved biomass and civilization this turn? I think I didn't. So biomass, civilization. Ooh, these tracks are advancing like crazy. I mean, just because of these things going on. Okay, so then this thing shows. Come on, be a good event. Regress biomass or tech tracker. So I want to decrease tech tracker because it actually benefits me. So yeah, And then we take this thing over here and we put it like so. And we have a 3x3 of black civilization area. And these two are done. They are complete. We just need to push biomass tracker all the way up and we are done. So first of all, we need to move Civ track one space, and it gives us a boost, as this gives us this synergy boost, and we can advance other things twice. And if I advance water twice, which I'll gladly do, I get another boost, which I can now boost something else twice, and I will boost rover twice, so it moves 4 in total. And I really want to go collect these pods, especially this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like this, because if I put tile over him, he will block stuff for me over here. So yeah, that's 4 spaces on that. And we have this one, the brown one, which gives us either green or black. It's only adjacent to any of those two, so we can either advance the green one or the black one, but I really want to advance this black one because the level 3 and level 4 cards are insanely good. So yeah, next step, bam, event deck. Destroy 1 collected life pod. Wow, this is awful. So yeah, I mean, okay, so it's not bad actually, because we can destroy this one. It says tune tracker and claim benefits. It says 1 per game. So yeah, we're just gonna leave it so I don't like use it again, because it says 1 per game. I'm not sure how the rules are now over that, but I'm just gonna leave it here face, like they don't give me points here, so it doesn't matter if I destroy it or not. I'm just gonna leave it so I don't pick that ability twice. And then I have to take something and possibly get me some points. Oh yes, I think this one will fit in super nicely right over here. So this one touches water, which means I get to activate my water track. So water track goes 1 space, and since this one the special thing with this energy thing is, see, if I connected energy to energy, now I can see this place as 1 big space, like these all are 1 big space. So I touch either green or black or blue, you know, it's not just the tile you placed. If it connects to some other energy tiles, you can still count over those other energy tiles, which is awesome. But yeah, I want this Civ track. I decided to push this Civ track really up as much as I can because I want to check out these cards. And this one says collect 3 life pods from your planet. Okay, this is insane. And this one says take 1 tile from the depot in front of you and place it. So it means that I place 1 of these extra tiles. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to collect 3 life pods. This is insane. So I can actually collect 3 of these and just leave me with this one to collect it. And I can use these however I want. I can unlock all of my abilities. Woo, this is insane. Do I want to go for more objectives? After all, we are trying to complete the game with 60 points. You may treat a tech resource as energy during tile placement. Wait, does that mean that I don't have to advance the tech tracker? Because I really want to not advance my tech tracker. Let me just check out the special rules explanation for, so this is a jump drive. Let me see, tech D. Treat tech resource as an energy resource during the placement, only applies to a tile placement and not at end of the game resource. I guess, I don't know what to think about it, so maybe not just unlock it and don't deal with it, you know. We can always do that. So I'm not really sure because the rulebook is vague about that. Gain a synergy boost instead of biomass patch once per round. So I'm going to unlock this. So when I gain a biomass, I actually gain a synergy boost, which just means I can push more of these tracks up, which I really want to do it. And teleport a rover to a tile of the same terrain, 1 movement cost. Once per round I can move teleporter to any other tiles. Yeah, I'm gonna unlock that one, I like it. and draw 3 objectives and keep one that all players complete for. Yeah, I can like get an extra objective, which I'm not that much interested in. You may treat a tech resource as energy during tile placement. But just the tile placement, do I still like move it? I don't know which do I move when I place these. Oh, come on. Yeah, let's just go for the objective. Yeah, I really am not sure how this one works. So, I mean, I don't want to move this Shrek any more than I need to, because I lose points if I move it any more up. So I guess that this ability actually gives me an option like to leave this Shrek where it is. It's benefiting me, and all of these should be benefiting me, right? So that's my logic that I'm going after. So I can just treat a tech resource as energy during tile placement. So I'm just going to do that. And that at the end game, of course, you look it as that if for the, let's say for if some objective this wanted me to have more of these stuff like that, you know. So yeah, destroy 1 collected life. Well, this is like a long term. No, that was just from placing these things and activating. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. So each time I put this gray thing, I can treat it as energy and activate anything else that is around it, which is OP if you ask me. So yeah, that's that. That was from the placement and everything. So yeah, next thing. Event deck says, oh, it's a green alert, so it's a good one. Gain an extra rover and position it on a tile you placed this round. Okay, so I get an extra rover that I have over here. Usually you start with 2 rovers. And once I pick one of these tiles, then I can use it to... You know what? I'm going to take this one and put it like so. Like this. Come on. Ah, it doesn't fit. Wait a second. What if I do it like this? Does it fit then? Yeah, it fits a little bit better. Okay, so I put it like this, and immediately I put a rover on that tile, and I will put it over here. And this one gives me a red space, which means a red thing, which means I move rover 2 spaces. And now since I have 2 rovers, I can decide however I want to move them. I have 2 movements and I can split between them, do whatever I want. But actually what I want to do is just go over here, because I really want to collect this life pod. And I have no interest in this thing, so I'm just going to leave it here for 1 point and try to score the best that I can. And yeah, that's 2 movements. And this one, the gray one, I will not move it on the gray space. I will consider it as an energy, and as an energy I will activate any other space, and it touches, and that means the red, black or green spaces, and I will move it on a red space over here, because I want to move rover 2 spaces. So rover moves 2 spaces, and there is a synergy symbol beneath it, which means everything else I can move, something else I can move 1 or actually 2 spaces, because I have things unlocked. Oh, I forgot something. Wait a second. I can move rover now to a same tile somewhere else that has the same color. So I will take it for 1 space, move it here, and then 1 space, move it over here, which means I'm way closer to get this one. Okay, now I will move this one and use that boost thing. So I will move the black cube over here, which will give me again another synergy, which means I can gain 2 synergies somewhere else, and I will go over here and it will give me biomass patch, which I'll gladly use. I will not use it as a synergy. I don't think I need it yet, because I want to fill the gap. I want to fill the gap right over here, because that way I can maybe score some of these at the end of the game. After all, we are playing for points. And that is that. That's the movement. That's the thing I did. So yeah, I place the tile. Let's rotate. And let's see what the next event says. Oh man, it's the red alert. Tiles cannot be placed next to a matching resource terrain. So when I put too much of any one thing is always a bad thing. So I have to place tiles in a way that they don't match the other things, which would be bad when we were building this thing over here, but now I find no problem with it at all. And of course I will use this one and play it somewhere it doesn't like match things. Oh, it would be beautiful if I could put it over here, but I have to connect it to something that already is. It would be also beautiful to put it like this, but then it connects to the red, which is not an option. But then what I can do is I can maybe, ooh, this looks nice. This looks nice. I'm gonna do it like this. Okay, so first we get a meteorite, and then we got to move rover, and we have a tech. And I will move tech one space right now because I really want to hit this synergy and then leave it at that. No, if I hit that synergy, then I will lose this 5 points. Yeah, so I don't want to move this one. I will use this as an energy and just move rover twice. That's what I'm going to do. So the first one moves rover 2 spaces, so that's that, and then the second one moves rover another 2 spaces, so that's 1 and that's 2 spaces, and I collected the meteorite. If I collect 3 meteorites, I get 1 point. Awesome. So I played lots of tiles without meteorites for now. That's really good. Okay, that happened. I placed the tile, I did everything. Let's move to the next one. And this one says, the red one, of course, again, choose to gain a synergy boost or peak at the next event. Time is up, let's do this. So I can peak at the next event. So why is this a red one? This is actually good. So I will gain a boost. I will gain a synergy because my synergy is boosted. I can move stuff 2 spaces, and I will do this thing over here. This way I get to take a card level 4 from the sieve track, and this one says 2 medals and advance any tracker once, which is really nice. That's 2 points at the end of the game. 3 medals and advance any tracker once. So this one is even better. So these are basically 2 the same cards, but this one is better. So yeah, I'm gonna take it. Of course I will. So this one says take 3 medals, of course, that's at the end of the game. Advance any tracker once. I can move any tracker once, and I will take this one, which will, the green one, because I need to score these things. And it has a boost beneath it, which means I can boost some stuff. And I will boost water 2 spaces, which gives me another synergy, which gives me again to move 2 instead of 1. And I will just move 2 spaces, and I gain a biomass patch that I can use immediately. And I will, to cover up this space over here. No, I can later do that. I will probably have enough turns to get to this one. This one will cover here pretty nicely. Yeah, I don't care. I'm just gonna put the biomass here. I think that's the better idea right now. So yeah. I put that, and I now take a tile, and I really want to take this tile. Why, you must be asking yourself. I am also not sure why, because that could be a stupid idea. The better tile is coming over there, and it will give me this and that, and then I can put it like so. Yeah, okay, so I'm not gonna take this one. I now peeked the underneath, what's underneath, but it's really isn't that much of like super information. Like that, I got a lot of information from it. And the green one and the black one, that means that I'm done with it. I can't take, oh yeah, I'm gonna take this one. Okay, so I take this one, and I'm just going to put it like this. It really doesn't care, doesn't matter. So I take this one, and then I have this biomass patch, and I will destroy this rover, put biomass patch over it, so this rover is gone. I am now stuck on 1 rover, stuck, so to say. I also have to put a meteorite. Let's then do it like this, because this rover is much closer to the meteorite this way. It really doesn't matter how I put it. And then this one goes one space, so this one is full. Each time I get one of the more sieves, I just ignore the movement, I don't get anything. That's the same for everyone except for the rover. If I go over here and I still collect the rovers, it's every time 3 movement because it says 3 on the last space. Okay, so that is that. I put everything here like so, and then I rotate this thing over here. Let's see, another event deck. Oh man, do not gain any synergy boost this round, which is okay because I don't see any coming, at least immediately. And I really want to take this one because I can put it over here like so, and then I get another meteorite to collect and get some points, and I get to move rover, and I get to move this thing, but I can use it to treat it as anything else, and I will treat it as another rover movement. So first my rover moves 3 spaces, so that's 1, 2, 3 spaces, and then I will use the gray one because of the ability as the rover to move it again 3 spaces, so that's 1, 2, 3 spaces, and I collect all of these guys at once. Yay! That's really good thing going on. So here on rover, it's same terrain, synergy. Yeah, I completely forgot I can move on a different tile. Yeah, okay, so from over here I can move over there. Yeah, that's good. Okay, I put the tile, I did everything, blah 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 blah. Next up, this one I'm after because it will sit here perfectly. But this thing is here so empty, I really need to cover this up because most points are in the middle sections. Okay, orange alert, regress biomass or sieve tracker 1 space. There's already too many people out here. Now I'm not sure, do I get, if I regress it, do I get the benefits? I think it's explained somewhere in the rulebook. Let me just quickly, okay. Move a resource tracker 1 position down on the resource track, do not claim any benefits. Of course, I mean it only has like, so what I want to do, I'm going to move this one down 1 space because when I move it up I will gain some biomasses, and I completely forgot I need to push this one all the way up if I want to. So yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to move rover 1 space down because it really doesn't matter. And yeah, then it's my turn to play, and I'm going to collect this one. Now unfortunately I don't touch any water, so I will not be able to move water from this one, but this one will give me to move water. This one will give me ability to move water if I want to. And I'll think about it because I do have a rover over here, so I will activate, let's see what's coming up next. So we have some water tiles incoming and some rovers, so that will move next time, and then the water again, which will probably move also. If I play things correctly, I can see stuff in advance a little bit, so yeah. I mean, it's a free information, I have to check it out. Okay, so let's see, what are we going to do? We are going to advance which one? So water can't be moved, like, right? So I only have this energy, and I'm going to move rovers in up next turn, so I'm just going to use it as to move water to get more points that way. So yeah, I just moved water from this tile over here, and yeah, it's next turn. Bim bam 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 bam. Okay, so event deck says advance rover or tech tracker. I really want to leave tech tracker at 0 because it gives me 5 points, so I'm going to advance rover, and I'm going to move 1 because I can do that from space to the same space, and then 2, and then I will keep myself 3 at biomass because that way I can move to other spaces if they show up with the meteorites, stuff like that. Okay, so then I am going to take this one. And why do I take this one? I really am not sure. But I will play 2 more turns, so maybe not. And maybe this one will be better. But I need to move it over. No, I don't need to move it over anymore. For now. But I need to move biomass, so I will need to take this one and then just use it to move biomass one more time, like biomass. And how shall we do that? I need to set up stuff for me next round. So I'm looking how to cover most spaces possible. So one of the things is if I do it like this, and then I do it like that, and I get one more patch, right? No, I don't get any more patches. And this one is not finished, this one is not finished. Oh man, there's so much things to do and so little time, but actually I think this would be the better option. If I do it like this, I think this is the better option. And I touch water over here, which means I can move water token one space, and then I can use this and treat this, no, just while placing. You may treat a tech resource as energy during tile placement, only during placement, so yeah. So this one touches the green and the blue, so it can only move on any of these two. And I'm not sure if I'm going to get this one or this one. Yeah, I will get this one, but then, you know what? But yeah, I got 4 more events, which means I will play at least 4 more turns. So I am going to move water one more time. Okay. And that is that. Next one. Okay, so we are here. The event deck says, draw an extra objective card and add it to your objectives. Okay, so we have a whole bunch of objective cards, so we are just going to shuffle it, and I'm not going to even look. I'm going to look straight at the camera, and this is the one we are going to use. So let's see, what did we get? Yeah, create a 3x3 area of water terrain, which we are absolutely not going to be able to do because it's too late in the game for stuff like that. But I really want this biomass thing, because if I put it like this, I will get to move biomass one space, and this one I can treat it as an energy, and of course again move biomass one space. But then I will have biomass over here next turn, so maybe I want to move some other tracker. Let's move the water tracker because it is near the water, so it can be used to move water. And then we go over here and we check out another event. Regress water or sieve tracker one space down. And since I plan on taking this tile, I will move sieve tracker one space down, and I will take this tile because once I cover this, it will score me a lots of points. And I'm just gonna put it like this, which means I get biomass, I get sieve, and all is good. Oh man, I like when things like this happen. I forfeit this thing over here. It's too foolish to invest. I will try to get some points over here, but these 3s are gone. I got this one, so yeah. Let's spin to the next one. And let's see what the event says. So we are only going to play 2 more turns. So we need to be like super smart how we are going to play this. Okay, so advance water or sieve tracker one space. So we are going to advance water tracker one space, and it gives us synergy, which means we can move any tracker, and we are going to move this thing over here. I can move the same one. Let me just check it. I think it says like that, but advance any resource track once. So it doesn't say besides that one that you. So I'm going to move this one just to get all these points, and because I don't want to move sieve tracker, it's already up all the way. And then I have to take one of these tiles, and I really want to take this one. And why? You must be asking yourself, because if I put it over here, I get biomass, which is all the way up, and I have to put a meteorite here, but I can use this one as the energy placement and use it as a rover. And my rover ability says teleport a rover to a tile of the same terrain, one movement cost once per round. And that means I can move rover 3 times. This means I can teleport it over here like 1 and then 2 and then 3. Just leave it here because I have lots of green biomasses just to keep everything in place. And for the last game, for the last turn, we're just going to, oh man, if I would stay on this one, but I can't, I have to rotate. So we rotate this thing over here. And could have I maybe placed this one a little bit better? Let me just check it out. What if I did like this? Then I wouldn't be able to move the rover one space, right? So, but it would be so much better if I could put it like this, and then that the one would go like here, but then I wouldn't be able to place a rover thing. And but on the last turn I could do that. So yeah, let's just leave the rover wherever it was over here, and just let's put it like this. Let's say that we did it like this, and from this one we could just move biomass, which is already up all the way and all that, so we don't do anything about it. And then we rotating and see what the last event says. Advance the sieve biomass or water tracker 3 positions, do not gain benefits. Wow, this one comes as like cherry on top. And we just move this tracker, we don't get any benefits. I mean, we do get points, it means benefits like these synergy tokens and stuff like that. But and for the last tile, we put this guy over here, and it gives us 1 water movement, which we got through the card, so everything is good. But we get this energy, which is next to a rover, which means we can move rover up here 1, 2, 3 spaces. Let's say it's like that. And yeah, that's the end of the game. The last thing that we need to do is score points and see if we manage to get 60 points in total. So I have the score pad over here with me. Yeah, score pad. And I just need to get something to write with, which I could swear I had some pencils somewhere. It is here. Yay. Hey everybody, it's me, I'm back. Okay, so planet name was AAX. Corporation name was JUMPDRIVE. So I'm just gonna write JUMPDRIVE. Okay, so planet. First we score all the points for the planet itself. So that means each row that is complete, each of the column that is complete. So this one gives me, that's 1, 3, that's 15 from these rows, and then from the columns (26) in total from the planets. That's a really nice score, 26. And then we have resource tracks, highest resource tracks. So this one is worth 5 because it didn't move anywhere. This one is worth 2, so that's 7, and 5, that's 12. This one is 10, that's 22, and this one is 5, that's 27 points from that. Life pods, we only have 1 life pod, that's worth 1 point. Meteorites, we have exactly 6 meteorites, which means we get 2 points from that. Sieve cards, we have a lot of sieve cards, so these two are worth 3 points. This one gives us 1 medal, that's 4, and this one is 3. That's 7 points. Objectives, all private and neighborhood. Yeah, just private objectives. So we didn't fulfill this one, but we did fulfill all 3 of these. So that's 15 more points. And we have to, now let me just use my calculator because I don't want to miss on numbers and say something foolishly, like add numbers wrongly, which happened in the past. So I just really want to be sure. I think I got myself an easy way out. 78 points total for this combination of planets and everything. 78, it says targeted score was 60 and we have 78 points, which means we are 18 points over. So plus 15 medals over, it means all stars have aligned because of you, Planeteer. You terraformed, you find the perfect planet for us. Basically, that's what it says. Now, as I said, this deck is like tailored a little bit to be more easier, because when I'm playing this game, I wanted to have fun. I didn't want for you to look at me suffering. But yeah, that is that. That was AAX with JUMPDRIVE Corporation. So thank you all for spending time with me on this one. Join me next time. I have already set up everything for different combinations. I don't know what they are. I will learn it as when I decide to play it. So yeah, that is that. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Do consider supporting me on Patreon because you can see all of the other episodes over there right away. And yeah, until next time. Pozdrav.